now, nearly 2 weeks after the death of a 10-year-old Wisconsin girl, a criminal complaint lays out the chilling murder allegations against a 14-year-old boy. Plus, what the CDC is saying as it looks into a mysterious liver illness that has killed at least 5 children. And shopping with a strictly local flavor, how the return of the bodega is a much-needed shot in the arm for some local vendors still battling back from the pandemic. It's all ahead on News 3 Now at 10. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll have those stories in just a few minutes. But first, the weather story. And for the first time in a long time, it's good news. Here's a look at the temperature trend as we go into next week, beyond this weekend. And things are on the rise. It'll top out next week with well above average for this time of year. Ahead of that, a nice weekend to get outside with Mom. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Gary?
Eric, I think that banner at the bottom just said it all. Mama will like this. It should be a nice Mother's Day weekend, and then summer warmth will return for next week. Let's take a look at the time lapse from the WISC Skycam. The problem the last couple of days, cloud cover. That's held our temperatures down, but notice what happens late in the day. Those clouds start to move out. The clearing starts to work its way in. Tomorrow we'll be back to sunny skies. The rain has all pretty much stayed to the south, other than far southeastern Wisconsin early this morning. Even the Chicago area is clearing out now, and we're expecting dry weather for tomorrow and most of the day on Sunday. High temperatures today. You can tell where the clouds stayed the longest because that's where temperatures are the coolest, over southeastern Wisconsin, whereas to the north and west, the sun arrived a little bit earlier. Temperatures were in the low 70s in La Crosse. We hit 65 here in Madison, and right now temperatures are pretty comfortable. Upper 40s near Lake Michigan, and generally around 50 or above inland. Sunny skies for tomorrow. Temperatures start out around 40, but we get up to 65 for tomorrow. It'll be about the same temperature-wise for Mother's Day. I'll take a look if there's any chance for rain, at least on Mother's Day, and that warm-up for next week in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. New details are emerging tonight about the killing and sexual assault of 10-year-old Lily Peters in Chippewa Falls, found dead along a trail late last month. In a recently unsealed criminal complaint, the local police department says it spoke with the 14-year-old suspect 2 days after Lily went missing and a day after her body was found. During their interview, the boy said he followed alongside Lily on the trail as she was riding her bike and asked her to go exploring off the trail. That's when he punched her and hit her in the head multiple times with a large stick, then strangled and assaulted her. The complaint says he also admitted to later returning to the scene to, quote, hide her better after she was reported missing. The boy, who is not being identified, went on to say he planned to kill and rape her from the moment they left the house together. He has been charged as an adult in the case and is being held on $1 million cash bond. And we're still waiting for an update tonight from the Madison Police Department about a shooting on the city's east side last night. One person taken to the hospital, shot multiple times after they say a man walked up to the home on Nakusa Trail and shot a person on the balcony. At last update, a suspect is still not in police custody. They say the shooter and victim did know each other. Incredible video tonight. A small dual-engine plane crashing into the backyard of a house near Hobby Airport in southeast Houston today. The plane caught fire after mowing down a fence and coming to a stop just a few yards away from a couple of homes there. From the air, a homeowner could be seen spraying the flames with a garden hose before fire trucks arrived. The plane crashed shortly after takeoff. No one inside was seriously hurt. U.S. Marshals have found the escape vehicle used by a corrections officer and an Alabama convict who disappeared a week ago. Vicky White took Casey White, a felon who is also facing 2 new murder charges, from the Lauderdale County Jail in a patrol car last Friday, saying she was taking him to the courthouse. They haven't been seen since. Their getaway vehicle was found in a shopping center parking lot in Tennessee, some 2 hours north of where the escape happened. A major explosion hits a well-known hotel in downtown Havana, Cuba today, tearing a gash several floors high into the side of the building, killing at least 18 people, more than 70 others injured. Cuba's president says it was likely caused by a gas leak. On Sunday, President Biden will meet virtually with Ukraine's president and G7 leaders to discuss a unified response to Russia's continued aggression. Russian forces unleashed a fresh barrage of attacks on Mariupol's last pocket of resistance, holed up inside a steel plant. Intelligence officials believe Russian President Vladimir Putin is trying to conquer Mariupol to claim victory when Russia celebrates the defeat of Nazi Germany on Monday. The CDC investigating 109 possible cases now of a mysterious liver disease in children, mainly toddlers, in half of U.S. states. At least 5 children have now died. The CDC says it's possible the cases may be linked to a worldwide hepatitis outbreak. Nichelle Medina reports.
The CDC is investigating more than 100 suspected cases of a mysterious liver disease in children with hepatitis from an unknown cause. On Friday, the agency said at least 5 children have died from the condition that was initially detected last fall in Alabama and is now in 24 states and Puerto Rico. The CDC is asking doctors to be on the alert for unusual cases of hepatitis.
It's important to note that this is an evolving situation. Although rare, children can have serious hepatitis, and it's not uncommon for the cause to be unknown.
More than 90% of children believed to have had the illness were hospitalized, and 14% underwent a liver transplant. The cause remains unclear, although adenovirus, a common group of viruses, has been detected in about half the cases. This week, the World Health Organization said it has reports of close to 300 probable cases in 20 countries.
I think it's important for parents to be aware, and that if their child has persistent symptoms or develops jaundice with yellow eyes and pale stools, to then certainly seek medical advice.
According to the CDC, most children known to have come down with a liver illness have fully recovered. The CDC's Dr. Jay Butler also said there's no evidence that U.S. cases are linked to a COVID-19 infection or the COVID vaccine. Nichelle Medina, CBS News.
Across the state, 4 children died in a house fire overnight in the town of Little Falls, just east of Melrose in rural Monroe County. Firefighters found the front of the house fully engulfed, but put it out quickly. A father and child escaped, but 4 children did not. The chief says the second floor collapsed, making recovery difficult. Beloit police say a suspected drunk driver drove into the Rock River late last night. The driver, a 21-year-old man, crashed near 4th Street at Liberty Avenue just before midnight. The man got out through a window in the vehicle, swam to shore before being arrested for a first offense OWI. The police department's working with the Rock County dive team to retrieve that vehicle. Salvation Army needs help itself tonight. Its building on Madison's east side flooded by a water main break last weekend. They've been shut down ever since. It's unknown what caused this main break, but it resulted in about $1 million in damage. A big cost is replacing the wood floor in the gym.
Our focus is just trying to sort out the details about how long is it going to take for us to be able to reopen. We have a lot of community groups that use our facilities, and we want to just try to get it back together as fast as we can, but we got to make sure everything is safe and sound.
Major Shields says they're still without running water. If you'd like to help, the best way to do so is to reach out to them via Facebook. For the final night this week, a 5th and final candidate for the UW-Madison Chancellor position hosting their public event this evening. John Carl Scholes is the only one currently employed by the UW, serving as provost, and Nellie June Gray, professor of economic policy.
The leading research universities must play a great role in creating access for those previously unable to access higher education and create success.
If you'd like to offer some feedback on the candidates, there is a form on the UW's website. It's due by noon tomorrow. Outgoing Chancellor Rebecca Blank will be leaving May 31st to become the president at Northwestern. The Bucks announced team-sponsored basketball camps for kids this summer. The dates vary by location, but they start June 6th and will wrap up by August 25th. They're for kids ages 7 to 14, both half-day and full-day options there. If you or someone you know is interested in more information, check out our story at channel3000.com. And if you're looking for a little something to watch with Mom this weekend, for the first time in 3 years, the Kentucky Derby will be run tomorrow in front of a full crowd at historic Churchill Downs. The 148th Run for the Roses is a return to normalcy, being held as it traditionally is on the first Saturday in May. Next at 10, artists, chefs, and other business owners getting together in one place in the name of supporting all things local. Tahalil Muhaddin spoke with vendors at Bree Stevens Field's Bodega and shares what they say makes the market a can't miss.
A long-awaited win for local businesses.
Last year, we all wanted it to be a return, but it didn't really feel like it, and this year does for the first time.
Dozens of Madison area vendors.
In the last few years, everything saw a decline.
Like Bali and Soul owner Janice Cation, still recovering from the pandemic.
I was selling to stores, and when the pandemic hit, a lot of stores had to close, at least for a while. and some didn't reopen.
Cation, after almost 30 years of running her business, having to rely on the market more than ever before.
Selling retail, which is something I didn't used to do. I just would a little bit, do it a little bit, but now that's actually the main part of my business now is selling direct to people.
But it's not just businesses looking to recover setting up shop.
Pretty much everyone's welcome and at any level of your craftsmanship.
Mother of two, Janina Killian, started her business just this year.
Got up on Etsy, have found that that's a little harder to navigate.
At the bodega, she's hoping to get away from the online world and take her reusable unpapered towels business to the next level.
Really counting on these local vendor markets to get my name out there.
Both women looking for community support and finding the bodega a good place to have it.
It really feels good to get this energy going again. Everyone's comfortable, enjoying themselves, and it's seemingly the best thing to do on a Friday night.
In Madison, Tahlil Muhaddin, News 3 Now.
Today's market was the first of three set to take place at Stevens. The next is June 3rd, when twice as many vendors are expected to participate. Still ahead tonight, the Madison School District extending again its indoor mask mandate for students and staff, plus U.S. employers add hundreds of thousands of jobs in April. But the positive news comes as other parts of the economy struggle. That story next.
In slow motion. Wish we had better internet.
Charlie! That's right, it's me, Charlie. Wish specialist for Spectrum. Let's get that wish granted.
How?
Spectrum Internet delivers speeds of 200 megabits for a stronger connection on all your devices. Here, yeah, and here. Plus, get a free modem and free desktop security to keep your kids safe online.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month. Call 833-768-4999.
Why do we need all these remotes? I wish our shows were in one place.
Spectrum TV makes it easy to find your favorites. Plus, you'll have access to over 85,000 titles on demand. And with the free Spectrum TV app, you can watch live sports, news, and more on any device, anywhere.
Get Spectrum TV for $49.99 a month. Call 833-768-4999.
I wish we didn't have a contract. Granted. Oh, he's good.
Switch to Spectrum Internet or TV, or get them both for $49.99 a month each, all with no contracts. Call 833-768-4999.
What can sonobello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With sonobello, you can remove stubborn body fat permanently in just one visit. Don't wait a moment longer to reveal the new you.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sonobello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sonobello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Saturday morning, we'll take a dive into the largest female-led ownership group in professional sports. And spring is finally here. Julian's tracking warm weather for your weekend. Your certified most accurate forecast Saturday at 5 and 8.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back to the Madison School District this afternoon, extending its district-wide indoor mask mandate. In a press release, they say it follows unanimous recommendations from its team of medical advisors. The district says it will continue to review the requirements on a bi-weekly basis. Dane County is seeing more cases of COVID-19 than the rest of Wisconsin, but also seeing fewer deaths than the rest of the state. Public Health says the county now averaging 246 new cases per day. Despite the higher case numbers, Dane County is seeing drastically lower death rates than the rest of the state, which health officials attribute to Dane County having the highest vaccination rate of any county. A new agreement between a pair of local colleges hoping to address the nursing workforce shortages. Madison College and UW-Madison's School of Nursing are joining up to create greater access to nursing education. The agreement will help facilitate the transfer of Madison College students who have earned their associate's degree in nursing into the UW-Madison School of Nursing's BSN completion track.
We talk about the shortage. We talk about what has happened over the last 22 months and the need. And I think this just gives our students great opportunity to meet whatever the goals that they have regarding nursing.
A new jobs report out today. It shows the job market is remaining strong, but there is some uncertainty over how much longer it will last. Bradley Blackburn reports.
Businesses continue to hire at a rapid rate. The leisure and hospitality industry welcomed 78,000 jobs last month, and manufacturing brought on 55,000 workers. Overall, the economy added 428,000 jobs in April. That's the 12th straight month of at least 400,000. The unemployment rate stayed at 3.6%, and plenty of positions are available. The latest data shows 11.5 million job openings in the U.S. From court reporters in Vermont,
there's a lot of reporters reaching retirement age and not so many entering the field,
to nurses in Wisconsin.
It's safe to say that every healthcare organization right now is experiencing, a tight labor market.
And there are questions about how long this strong labor market will last as employers continue to contend with inflation.
The Federal Reserve is trying to slow rising prices by increasing interest rates.
And that hasn't happened in quite some time.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says that's making Wall Street nervous about the health of the overall economy.
How much uncertainty is there right now?
I think there's huge uncertainty. The Fed is raising interest rates. We know that there is a real supply chain issue that persists. And as this all shuffles out, there's a real fear that we could head into a recession.
Schlesinger expects the rate of job hiring to slow down in the coming months. But with so many factors at play, it's not clear how much. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
The Labor Department says the number of Americans collecting state unemployment checks is the lowest it's been in more than 50 years. U.S. consumers are racking up credit card debt at record rates now. The Federal Reserve reporting consumer debt levels for March climbed by more than $52 billion. Revolving credit, which includes credit cards, surged by more than 21%, and those credit card bills will be harder to pay off because interest rates are expected to rise. A new free confidential maternal health hotline is launching on Mother's Day. It's designed for expecting and new moms facing mental health challenges. The federal government is initially funding it with $3 million, with plans to more than double the investment in the next fiscal year. The hotline number is at the bottom of your screen, 1-833-9-HELP for moms. Well, Gary's trying to help all the moms enjoy some nice weather this weekend with a pretty good forecast, followed by a real warm-up, Gary.
The last couple of days have been cloudy and held temperatures down, but the rain pretty much has stayed to our south. As you take a look at Doppler track, you can see the last of the shower is moving almost due south out of northern Illinois into central parts of the state. There are a few sprinkles well up to the north and west up into North Dakota, but for the most part, things are going to stay dry and quiet for the weekend. Time-lapse from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam shows the clouds we've had for much of the day, but watch what happens as we get into the afternoon. This is one of the first areas to clear. The sun came out and temperatures are actually a little warmer in southwestern Wisconsin compared to the rest of the state. For Mother's Day itself, we're still looking for skies to be mostly cloudy. We'll see a little sun in the morning, but more clouds than not. However, it looks like most of the day should be dry. If we see any shower or thunderstorm chances, they'll be late in the afternoon and more likely west of Madison. And right now I'm thinking only about a 20% chance of rain. But there's that temperature trend over the next 10 days. Above normal temperatures after this weekend into next week and the start of the next week. Temperatures this weekend pretty close to normal in the middle 60s. High temperatures today, mid 60s in the Madison area, 50s in southeastern Wisconsin where the clouds stayed all day. To the north and west, the sun got in earlier and temperatures were in the lower 70s. But you can see now the plains starting to warm back up into the 80s. That's the warmer air that's building out to the west of us. You can see on weather track the jet stream now pretty much in a west to east pattern through the western part of the country. So that will start driving the milder Pacific air in. The dip in the jet stream that generated the storm that brought severe weather to the southeastern part of the country over the last couple of days and the showers up here, that will start to lift off to the northeast. Unfortunately, bringing New England some rain this weekend. But for us, the skies are clearing and we'll be looking at much nicer weather for the next couple of days. Right now, the back edge of the clouds just about over southeastern Wisconsin. Cool weather, though, right now. Temperatures are in the 50s, but they'll drop off pretty quickly into the 40s and even some 30s up in the northern part of the state. A little cooler closer to Lake Michigan. Temperatures in the upper 40s in Milwaukee. But notice on future track, clear skies overnight, lots of sunshine for tomorrow. Temperatures up in the mid-60s. Tomorrow night, we'll see partly cloudy skies. Here's the line of showers and thunderstorms out to the west of us. But watch what happens as it heads toward Wisconsin. It just kind of falls apart. So that by Sunday evening, we're already, still seeing clouds, but not much in the way of rain chances. And that's the case for Sunday night. Then, as we get into Monday, notice the wind shift to the southeast and then eventually to the south. That's what'll fuel a warm up. We'll be in the upper 70s on Monday, and then there could be a chance for a shower or thunderstorm Monday, late Monday afternoon, Monday night. There is a potential for some severe weather. That's day 4 outlook from the Storm Prediction Center, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But 3 things you need to know in the forecast: mainly dry this weekend, mild and pleasant conditions, and then that warm and more humid weather expected for much of next week. Tomorrow, 65 degrees, mostly sunny skies, pleasantly mild, and then 64 on Sunday. Monday, we'll see a high of 78 degrees. Could be late afternoon or evening shower or thunderstorm Monday and Tuesday, but Tuesday's high 86. Could look at heat index close to 90, and then temperatures in the 80s through Friday, upper 70s for the weekend with some shower and thunderstorm chances.
Brewers coming off quite the homestand, winning 5 of 6, including a sweep. Now they face the Braves for the first time this season. We got more coming up next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver when you spend $60. Get one 30-cent fuel saver this Friday and Saturday. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Hey, everybody, who's coming to the big show? Meet me at Vet Aid, Saturday, June 11th at Oak Shot Gaming and Casino in Wisconsin Dells for an all-day outdoor event. Come out for classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles during the day and stay for the concert at night. Featuring country superstar Trace Atkins, Runaway June, The Mascot Theory, and Beth Killyman. All benefiting heat and housing for heroes. Visit VetAidWI.com for more details.
We're here at Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison. Tom, people are loving this place.
They sure are, Jerry. Let's go see who Tina's chatting with now.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we have some beautiful ladies joining us. What are you up to tonight, girls?
Girls' night.
We're getting some drinks.
I want to win that car.
Sounds great. Are you feeling lucky? What's your favorite slot machine? Oh, to you guys.
Looks like those ladies are on a mission.
Oh, it's about to go down.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison.
No way. Gary got the skag. Oh, look at that thing mow. I wonder if he'll let me borrow it. Yep, mower envy. I gotta get one too.
The moment you know you want a skag. Skag. Simply the best.
The best of Broadway returns to Madison. 6. Hadestown, Pretty Woman, Chicago, Tootsie, Jesus Christ Superstar, and the return of Disney's The Lion King. An unforgettable season to look forward to. Find your seats at overture.org. Broadway at Overture's 22-23 season.
Culver's couldn't have started anywhere but in Sauk City, Wisconsin. Still today, we are a family restaurant. Here, nearby farms grow the food we eat, smiles are contagious, and everyone is someone's neighbor. It's a place where our love of fresh food is as strong as our love for each other. It's a feeling of welcome you'll notice the moment you stop by. Because where we come from has made us who we are, and for that, we couldn't be more proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Pizza night? Hurry in for today's $10 meal deal at Hy-Vee. A complete pizza dinner for 4 for just $10. That's only $2.50 per person. It's today's $10 meal deal, and it's only at Hy-Vee.
Packers getting a work ahead of their weekend. They signed 7 of their draft picks, then they kick off rookie mini camp. 51 players in total hit the gridiron today, and they're all vying for a roster spot. Now, of that 51 are 14 undrafted free agents, and one of them is a former Badger wide receiver, Danny Davis. During the first day of camp, he expressed how grateful he is for this opportunity, but he knows nothing is guaranteed, so it's about showing off his skills to the best of his ability so he can hopefully land with the team.
This is my dream, and this is one thing that I've wanted to do my whole life. So I'm thankful, but at the same time I know that I can't keep just think about that. I gotta continue to move forward and continue to learn the playbook. And I'll do anything. Special teams, I'll get on there and make a tackle. I'll do anything for this team and anything to make the team. So I'm looking forward to it and to show everybody what I can do.
Brew Crew on the road. First stop, Atlanta, and nothing seems to be slowing down the Crew lately. They're tied up in the 6th, got the bases loaded with Locane at the plate. He grounds out to bring in the go-ahead run. Well, the Braves are having a hard time getting out of this jam. Well, after a bases-loaded walk, Christian Yelich drives in 2 more for insurance. And on the bump for the Brewers tonight, a fantastic outing for Eric Lauer. He goes 6 1/3 innings with 8 strikeouts. Brewers win their 4th in a row, 6-3. Final regular season series for Wisconsin softball, hosting 23rd ranked Michigan this weekend. Wolverines jump out to a 2-run lead, but the Badgers are ready to rally. Pair of runners on, Morgan Kummer sends it the other way. That'll be good for 2 and a tie ball game. But Michigan, they're quick to respond. A 3-run shot to left in the very next inning, plus efficient pitching. They win game 1 10-2. The series resumes tomorrow at 1. The Eastern Conference Finals beginning tonight for the Madison Capitals. The first 2 games of the Muskegon Lumberjacks are on the road. Lumberjacks take control of game 1, winning 5-2. These squads are back at it tomorrow night. Puck drops at 6. And the Bucks are less than 24 hours away from Game 3 with the Celtics. And after 2 very different games in Boston, the series comes back to Milwaukee for 2, tied up at 1. And the way the schedule fell, both teams are getting a little break. The last 3 days have given the Bucks time to regroup from that loss and figure out what needs to be done to defend home court, which seems like something that this team is pretty good at doing.
Someone goes down, another guy steps up. We got different lineups we can put out there. But also, when the going gets tough, guys don't fold on this team. We stand strong. Obviously, at every level in life or wherever it is, adversity always going to hit. It hit us, but, now it's time to see how we respond.
Tip-off at Pfizer Forum is at 2:30. We're going to have more on this game throughout the weekend. We'll be right back.
My dad risked everything to start a little construction company. He was the welder, and my mom drove the dump truck. Nothing fancy about that, but it was theirs. I'm Tim Michaels, and I'm proud to follow in his footsteps, growing the business from a few hundred employees to today, over 8,000. I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman who knows how to get things done, create jobs, and how to lead. And that's exactly what I'll do as governor.
Tim Michaels for governor.
I just want our kids to be kids again. Play sports, go to school, without having to worry all the time.
So when we learned the COVID-19 vaccine is safe for kids age 5 and up,
we talked to their doctor, and she helped our family decide to get our sons vaccinated right away.
And to keep taking safety steps in public, too.
Help your kids stay safe and in school. Find a free COVID-19 vaccine for kids near you at dhs.wi.gov/COVID19/parents.
Hello, spring. Hello, savings. Now at the Century House. Save hundreds with a free leather upgrade. Or get $300 off stressless Mike and Max motorized recliners with a soft rocking motion that provides instant comfort. And $300 off the new 50th anniversary retro stressless Royal recliner, available with the iconic stressless original base. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
He has his grandfather's smile.
Her mother's eyes.
My cheekbones.
But will she have my diabetes?
My sickle cell anemia.
His father's heart disease.
Go to joinallofus.org to share your health information and speed up health research breakthroughs. The future of health begins with you.
People have been wondering, but it's really what Lindsay's gotten into, Planet Fitness. Join now for $1 down and only $10 a month.
Just $10 a month?
Cancel anytime.
That makes me so happy.
Want more happy? Enjoy tons of equipment in our clean and spacious clubs. Even blow off steam in our judgment-free zone. Get glowing and feel fit-tacular. For $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. But hurry, deal ends Tuesday, May 10th.
Now you can bring gorgeous, fresh, organic vegetables to your table in just 3 easy steps. Step 1, go to gardenmats.com. Step 2, use our garden planner to lay out your entire garden in order. Within days, garden mats are delivered from our factory right to your door. Step 3, lay the mats down according to your design and plant. After that, spend your summer trying to keep up with each other, not your weeds. Go to gardenmats.com today.
Call for action, only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, the video game classic Miss Pac-Man has gobbled up her competition. The iconic successor to Pac-Man, which launched back in 1981, has been chosen for the World Video Game Hall of Fame as the first widely recognized female video game character. Miss Pac-Man would pave the way for other characters like Zelda. In fact, Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, I don't know what that is. It's all part of the Hall's class of 2022, setting the standard for 3D games. You guys got favorite video games?
I was more of a Wii Sports person.
That
so
makes sense.
That was, yeah.
She's aging herself a little. Much younger than Gary and I.
There weren't any video games.
Gary just played with his weather set. His kid weather. They didn't have video games back then?
I had a Heath
Pong?
Kit
You said you played a little Pong back in the day?
That was
Oh, if my kids could see what Pong was, they just
So you
laugh.
set the paddles right, it would just keep bouncing back and forth, and that was it. The game was
so
over.
unadvanced, but final look at the forecast.
Yeah, skies are clearing out very nicely. No rain across Wisconsin. Should be mainly dry this weekend. Look for temperatures that are in the lower 50s tonight to drop to around 40 by morning. Tomorrow's high 65, lots of sunshine. A nice Mother's Day. Maybe a shower or thunderstorm late in the day, high 64. And then notice those temperatures next week. Upper 70s to the middle 80s and more humidity too.
That looks good. All right, all you moms have a wonderful Mother's Day weekend, and thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.